You seem to have joined just leaving the office right now.
Yes, yes, yes. Actually, when you told me na, that at 6 p.m. we have to join. Actually, I was at office, and at that time I was unable to join because someone was with me, and I didn't tell even anyone in my office that yes, I've cleared my GMAT and I'm going to board. I would give them a surprise.
Great. No, it was definitely. Now, this is one of the things, it is a big surprise for all of us. You recall when you had joined Open Percent, it was in 2022. And uske baad, beech mein, we've not heard. Obviously, when you joined at that time, there was a lot of, apprehension about the course, about how to progress. बहुत ज़्यादा, you needed a lot of help. But then after about 5, 6 months, Priyansha was like, I don't know where Ajay went, and suddenly she's supremely surprised, and all of us are surprised that you've got the score already. So I want to, obviously, there's a lot of surprise element in this segment of our conversations as well,
Right,
which is what I'm hoping to see, some more layers of it. But let's have a very quick look about your score. 715. You realize this is like a 99 percentile score. You're finally here. That's what you swore.
right.
So back in 2022, you had said that nahi, mujhe bhi, I will get 100 percentile. You promised Priyancha in one of those webinars that Sir said.
Yes, yes, yes. The
You
first time when I had a word with her, I told her that I want at least 770,
that's
and I
that's a
would get
promise
this.
that you said, नहीं मैं लेके आऊंगा because I'm so inspired by Sandeep. I'm going to get it, and here we are. It took a while, but here we are. It's absolutely stunning to see that score. Quant 89th percentile, verbal 98th percentile. Although you see 85, 86 out of 90 is what the scoring is. Data inside 99 percentile. It only tells us, and by the way, I mean, for anybody who would be tuning in, um, it was not like quant was easier, verbal was easier in the very beginning. Both were difficult.
Nothing was
And
easier
then
for
data insight was also something that was a new, absolutely new topic. So I'm going to, it's all over to you. Just tell me about yourself. What are you currently doing? Talk about yourself, your profile, and tell me how did this entire journey of GMAT begin, and where did you go in between? How come there was like a gap, and then finally you got back to getting this score?
actually. Okay, okay. Actually, right now I'm a production manager, okay, in a textile industry. So my background is a mathematics background. I completed my Bachelor of Arts in Mathematics and a Master of Science in MS in Mathematics. So after that, I became an accountant, then production manager. So I changed a lot of industries. Means I have very diverse kind of profile. So back in 2022, what happened? A lot of my friends were going to USA for their MBA. Okay, so the curiosity just encouraged me that okay, you should go to Casper. So when I started searching about how I can proceed further or how to go, then I suddenly got to know that about GMAT, that you have to clear GMAT. Then COVID era was also going on.
Yeah,
783.
that
So
era was going on at the time.
yeah, so
Was at a
yeah,
very peak.
so yes. So I spoke to someone, so who told me that Ajay, yes, you could go, but you need to have a GMAT score. Okay, so then I told him my cousin also went to UK, and he completed his MBA, but he didn't appear for GMAT. He just only appeared for ALS. So he said, although you could go, also you could pursue your MBA without GMAT. But if you want to go to good school, if you want to get into top
Top.
E school, then you have to have a good GMAT score. You need to have a GMAT score. It is mandatory.
Right.
Okay. Then I spoke to someone else. Then he told me, it was my friend of mine. Then he told me that Ajay, yes, you could go. And there is also a GMAT waiver. Okay,
Right.
I was very happy because there are certain universities in the US and top university they are offering GMAT waiver. Okay, then I was very happy. But 2 days after 2 years, I remember after 2 days, he told me that GMAT waiver is not possible in your case. Okay, so then I started feeling crying. Oh, why it happened to me? So then I
Must
started
be a
searching.
big disappointment, but that was true because there wasn't, as a time, not many people were traveling, especially in the international segment of students. They weren't traveling because of the restriction both of the countries. So, and to make things easier, the universities and few of the universities, they tried to kind of waive off the GMAT or the GRE score. And again, it wasn't possible. So it was just in the news that it is possible that there is GMAT waiver, but we haven't heard anybody get through the program without,
Yeah.
without a
Actually,
GMAT score
actually,
validation.
last week someone told me, why did you appear for GMAT? Yeah, there is GMAT waiver also available. So why did you appear for GMAT? Why did you waste so much time? I could also get you into big college. Man, no, no, no. I'm fine. if you want someone, then go.
Right.
Look for someone else.
Right.
I'm happy with my I'm happy with my GMAT score. Actually, so then I started searching for GMAT prep. So then I spoke to a lot of guys. I won't lie over here. So finally, my search and when I got to from someone else, yeah, yes, someone told me regarding about your company, the top 1%. So yes, I took out your number from your website, inquired about it. Then yes, then I spoke to Priyansha first. Then she told me. Then I was a bit hesitant at the time. Should I join or not? So I took some time. So
Right.
after some time, guys, I I came back and I spoke to Priyansha again. Then she said, "Okay, you want to join?" Yes, I want to join, and I'm ready to join. Okay, then I took the course. I yes, 5th November 2022. I batch started. Uh, yes, that was my first batch. I joined that batch. Okay, so frankly speaking, I won't lie. For first month, I wasn't मतलब मेरे को यही लग रहा था यार हो क्या रहा है ये? मतलब क्या चल रहा है जीमेट है क्या मतलब मेरे को कुछ I was not understanding, not grabbing, not
और हर
understanding.
हर कोई सेक्शन में आपको ये हो रहा था कि क्वांट में प्रॉब्लम, वर्बल में
हाँ
प्रॉब्लम।
क्वांट में आई फेसिंग प्रॉब्लम, बबल में फेसिंग प्रॉब्लम, एवरीवेयर फेसिंग प्रॉब्लम। यार हो क्या रहा है मेरे को समझ क्यों नहीं आ रहा मतलब क्या हो रहा है?
That
सो
happened. And
यस यस
Priyansha used to tell me कि हर दिन वो मुझसे 2-3 बार एटलीस्ट भी उसको
हाँ
कनेक्ट कर
एक्चुअली
लेते थे। बहुत ही ज्यादा डिफिकल्ट था इन टर्म्स ऑफ। फिर आपने शायद विनोद से भी बात की थी तब। विनोद तो खैर एनवायू टर्न, विनोद एक और फैकल्टी है संदीप सर के साथ। विनोद से भी आपकी बात बहुत ज्यादा हुई थी वर्बल के दौरान। तो
I don't remember the name, but yes, I sent a lot of queries.
बहुत
So
कुछ।
and after a month, then I started getting the things. Yes, this is GMAT, this is RC. How I can now, how to proceed further, how to grab the concepts, right? So about quant, verbal. So when I started grabbing the concept, I started understanding the things. So things went smoothly. Then after 5 to 6 months, my prep, I was not consistent. I was not consistent. So after 5 to 6 months, someone close to me, her name is Pooja Shoran. So I'm taking her name. So she was going to go and she appeared for D1 and she got 630. And she asked me, you have been preparing for last 5 to 6 months. At least appear for once.
हाँ,
And then I said, मेरी अभी जो क्या I'm not properly prepared for D1. Just do it once, just once. At least have an idea. So उसने मतलब जबरदस्ती by forcefully she asked me to book the test.
right.
So I booked the test on 21st of August 2023. It's the first time I appeared for GMAT, and she was going to Broad.
Yeah, she
After
was
10
going.
days, on 4th of December, she was going to Broad, and I was not in that state that I could appear for GMAT, but I went there. Uh, and it will be a funny thing if I tell you, an RC passage went in front of me, and sad songs were running through my mind.
Okay.
Seriously, as RC passage was in front of me,
हाँ,
and a sad song was running through my mind.
ठीक है।
He was going away. Ajay, what are you doing? What will happen? And then I think that this test could take you to the puja. So you should focus. Okay, for next 2 minutes I was in test. Again that's happened. Some sad songs was running through my mind. And yeah, मैं क्या करूँ अब मैं? So I did nothing. I just went sleep. मैं सो गया वहाँ पे.
एग्जाम में आप सो गए?
एग्जाम में सो गया because उससे पहले because the last day मैं सोया नहीं था last 2 days. Something big happened. वो उसमें तो मैं अभी नहीं जाऊँगा क्या हुआ था? मैं एग्जाम में सो गया. For next 20 minutes I kept sleeping. Then I got up. I marked the answer randomly because I had to complete the test. I marked the answer randomly and it came out.
गया आपका
मैं हो गया
250
अभी दे
करोड़।
दिया मैं मेरे को पता लगेगा।
एग्जाम का
मैंने
फीस भी गया। अच्छा ठीक है, तो फिर
क्या मेरा
हाँ,
एक्जैक्टली मेरा सब कुछ गया और मैं हो गया मेरा मैंने दे दिया ये।
हाँ,
तो देन शी आस्क्ड मी व्हाट इज द स्कोर। अब
वहाँ पे
क्या
भी।
पता स्कोर कुछ आए तो बताओ। देन आई सेड मैंने टेस्ट दिया ही नहीं। आई डिडंट अपीयर फॉर टेस्ट। नो यू लाइंग यू अपीयर फॉर द टेस्ट। But no, when you give me your email ID and password, let me check. Then finally I tell her, yes, I got the test. I appeared for the test and got the score. Then why were you lying?
राइट।
But because I was not prepared and you made me do this test, appear for GMAT, appear for GMAT. And then फिर उसके बाद मैं I was serious कि मुझे appear करना ही करना है। तो उसके बाद मैं I was into the GMAT मतलब completely. So मैंने क्लासिक एडिशन में सेकंड टाइम फिर दिया था मैंने जैन में शायद हाँ जैन में मैंने दिया था उसमें I got 680 but मैं ना this is मैं कैंसिल कर दिया था स्कोर I cancelled the score but she told me if you get below 700 cancel the score and cancel the score उसके बाद फिर मैंने GMAT छोड़ दिया मेरे बस की नहीं मेरे से नहीं हुए
But
literally
she had got a 640. She
she
got
630 630
630.
she got 630 but she told me if you get
To
below
get
700
700. So she had a
because
very high
yeah because I was going I
expectation.
want to go to USA मेरे को USA जाना था and she's in Netherlands
अच्छा, in the Europe,
तो
okay.
Yes. So then I told her कि okay, then she told me कि below 700 cancel, मैंने cancel कर दिया. उसके बाद फिर मैंने छोड़ दिया, मेरे बस की नहीं है GMAT करना, मैं नहीं कर सकता.
हाँ,
Then when she came, तो मार्च में जब वो आई मेरे वाइफ, फिर वो what is going on? Nothing. You left GMAT? Yes, I left GMAT. Why? मैं मेरे से नहीं होगा अभी, बार बार मैं मेरे से नहीं पढ़ा जा रहा, मैं नहीं कर सकता ये. Then she you have to बिना GMAT ये करेगा क्या?
you can't
You
go
need a
further.
GMAT
You
score.
can't reach your MBA dreams without the
Right.
exam. वो पहली
So,
पहली step है. हाँ.
हाँ, आपको GMAT score, you need to have a GMAT score. So
Right.
मतलब she made me, और वो मतलब उसने मेरे को इतना प्रेशराइज कर दिया उस टाइम पे कि जीमेट स्कोर तेरे को चाहिए चाहिए और तेरे को करना ही है, मेरे को जीमेट स्कोर ला के दे. सो एट दैट टाइम देन आई स्टार्टेड माय प्रेप अगेन. अप्रैल मई जून
तो
3
आपने
मंथ्स.
कंटेंट कौन सा पढ़ा, बिकॉज पूरा ही टेस्ट चेंज हो गया था और आपका मतलब, सो वेयर डिड यू स्टार्ट एंड हाउ डिड यू गिव मी स्पेशली, ओके लेट मी आस्क यू, वेयर डिड यू स्टडी फ्रॉम, वर देयर एनी अदर सोर्स ऑफ प्रिपरेशन?
ना, द ओल्ड मटेरियल आई स्टडीड.
मटेरियल और
यस, द ओल्ड फोकस इज अ 10th edition material I
क्लासिक
studied.
एडिशन, हाँ. और
Actually what happened, actually I, yes please go on.
तो क्वांट में जैसे ऑल द सेक्शंस वर वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू,
Right, right.
तो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इन क्वांट, तो पहले यू हैव टू टेल मी व्हाट वाज बिफोर एंड आफ्टर पिक्चर, बिकॉज द बिफोर पिक्चर वाज ऑलमोस्ट लाइक देयर इज नॉट इवन सिंगल सेक्शन दैट सीम टू बी लाइक ओके ये इजी था मेरे लिए एंड सो आई कुड जस्ट फोकस ऑन दो तीन ऐसे सेक्शन थे जो डिफिकल्ट था, बट हर कोई सेक्शन आपके लिए बहुत ही डिफिकल्ट था. सो व्हाट मटेरियल डिड यू जस्ट स्टडी एंड यू नो ओवरकम इन दिस एंटायर पिक्चर? आई ओनली सी दैट पूजा एंड Ajay are the hero and you know the
No,
real
not heroes,
matter,
she
because
made me.
Sandeep sir has done the content. अभी वीडियो भी नहीं है उनका, और सो हाउ डिड यू, मतलब मटेरियल पढ़ के जस्ट द पीडीएफ मटेरियल, हाउ डिड यू कम थ्रू दिस?
Actually ma'am, actually na quant ke liye especially I said I practiced a lot of practice I did for quant. I got in touch with Aman.
हाँ ठीक है.
Okay. I got in touch with Jignesh.
जिग्नेश, या हाँ जिग्नेश आई रिमेम्बर, उन्होंने बताया था कि
Yeah,
हाँ.
Jignesh is my close friend.
राइट राइट. अभी
Yeah,
वो
I used to
अभी
speak.
कल
I
जा
used
रहे हैं
to,
वो, ही इज गोइंग टू ड्यूक.
yes, yes,
अनदर
yes, yes.
फ्रेंड ऑफ योर्स जो आपको पिंच करके जा रहे हैं, ठीक है.
Yeah, one of my friends 4 days back went to Cornell.
Right, right. So all of these people are the main source for you to inspiration for you to get the score. So tell
Yes,
me
yes.
honestly, you tell me how did you overcome this entire
Yeah,
quant and verbal
I'm
ka
telling you. Yeah, yes, yes.
con?
Actually, for first month, I was in a, मेरे को ये था कि what's going on? What GMAT is? So after a month, I started grabbing the concept of RC, later on CR. CR, so in verbal part, I was comfortable because there was nothing, a lot of concept which you have to go through, right?
Hmm.
In quant, I used to practice a daily practice. I used to practice every day for I think 3 to 4 hours.
Oh
I
wow.
had to because
And what material specifically? Consa material
specifically no
that stood
material,
out?
7 to 800 PDF in portals.
What? Okay.
So I used to speak Jignesh, I think 4 or 5 times in a week.
Right.
Hey, Jignesh, this is the problem is occurring and help me out. So he would take time for me.
Really nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
And yes, then he would solve my queries as well. And he
Very
would
nice.
also teach me that yes, this is the concept. You are going wrong in this particular way. Now you have to make it correct in this way. Okay, man. Thank you so much. So yes, he taught me a lot. Even Aman helped me a lot. One of
Nice.
my friend, he appeared for CAT. Okay, and he got 99 percentile. He also helped me a lot in quant.
Okay. All right.
So
Absolutely.
I, yes, so I took a lot of help from different people.
But that's great, no? And anyhow, and they will all be proud. I'm 100% sure.
Huh.
Aman perhaps doesn't know about the score yet, but Jignesh and Sandeep sir were, the
Jignesh was the
movie
first guy.
kaise?
Jignesh was the first guy उसको मैंने score भेजा था.
Right, right.
As
तो
I got
मतलब
the score.
प्रियांशा अभी भी she's in a shock कि नहीं, how I want to know. She would have joined us today, but then she's slightly busy with students. So
Okay.
quant में 3 लोग थे plus you the material of Sandeep sir.
Definitely I practiced a lot because मुझे ये था कि yes, if I go unprepared, quant will shock me.
Because अब अभी ऐसा है, if you've already realized कि आप 2-4 mistake पहले एग्जाम में कर भी लो, your score will still be in the 90th 94th percentile. यहाँ पे अगर 2-4 mistake करोगे and this is how it will go below.
I made
So
3
the scope
mistakes.
of making mistakes are very
I made 3 mistakes and those were deliberate mistakes.
Deliberate or silly. You mean it was
Deliberate. Why I tell you?
Hmm.
There is a, I was in that state when I appeared for GMAT on 5th of July. I appeared for GMAT. Okay. So it was like it was in my mind that Ajay, you have to complete all the sections in 100 minutes or 120 minutes. You have to save time. If you have to finish the quant, you have to finish the quant in 40 minutes or in 42 minutes. You have to save time, right? But if you want to go through any question later on, so you have time, right? For verbal, same strategy I took. So I marked. So yes, so 3 questions, and I was aware of that I'm making it wrong, but I was in hurry. Okay, बाद में check करूँगा मैं, ठीक, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. And then I marked it. वो क्या हुआ? Then when I finished the section, when I finished my order was quant, verbal, and DI. When I finished the section, the quant section, I to finish one. Yes, when I finished the quant section, I didn't see that I have to bookmark those three questions. I clicked on next. I have to end the section and then clicked
Oh,
on
you
next.
forgot to review your questions.
Yes. So then when the whole part came in front of me, oh my goodness, what did I do?
So you'd known that three questions, but yeah.
Yes.
Otherwise,
Yes.
नहीं तो जाता, you know.
नहीं, actually, मैं 50-50 on questions में. Either those questions could go wrong or those questions could go right. So I think, okay, now if time is left, then definitely I'll review those questions. But I completely forgot. And when verbal section started, then I realized what mistake I made.
Okay, okay.
So in verbal section, I made 2 mistakes, and both mistakes on CR. My RC was 100%.
तो मुझे लगता है सिया आपका पहले दो फर्स्ट 14 क्वेश्चंस में ही दो गलत गए होंगे शायद,
Yes.
बिकॉज अदरवाइज हाँ,
Yes. Yes.
बिकॉज इतना परसेंटाइल कम नहीं होगा. दो क्वेश्चंस में 86 wouldn't have been the you know the percent इतना कम. नहीं 98 आया है, दैट इज व्हाई. या
Verbal, my first year question was wrong, and my I think
98
14th year
percentile
question
is
was
just brilliant. तो हाँ वो
yes. My first year question was wrong, and my 14th year question was wrong.
right. Okay.
I remember that, yeah, because I checked my scorebook. So yes, in verbal, I was sure yes, score was good, and so in verbal part, I know I didn't see the key. The question गलत हो सकते हैं. I was confident कि verbal part was very fantastic.
तो आपका प्रिपरेशन कैसे गया वर्बल में? आपने मतलब यहाँ पे कौन हेल्प किए? I mean, it's a more daunting experience.
In verbal, no one helped me. Verbal, I started grabbing the concepts, because verbal, there is nothing to help. There is nothing which there is a lot of concepts or which you have to write. Yes, in the earlier version when you had sentence correction, and there was a lot of syllabus,
right,
lot of concepts and so many
formulas,
things, right?
and a lot of phrases to buy heart also. Yes.
But in CR, I think in CR there is no concept. CR is basically about analytical. Only you have to just understand what is written over there. So you just have to decode the statement.
तो आपने how many times would you say that you've gone through the material? एक बार, दो बार, 10 बार? How? Because then it's been some time, no? The material alone.
So many times. I don't remember. I think particular. But I think 4 to 5 times.
5 times at least. And how this? Yeah, now the DI has become a new. It was a new topic for you. All of this, and it's a scoring subject. So
yes, my friend
gotten the highest there.
Yes, one of my friend helped me in this.
Okay.
The guy I told you that who appeared for CAT and got 99% percentile, he helped me in this
DI section.
Right. DI section helped me. So I used to visit his ISP, and he taught me that yes, this is the concept and this is how you have to go through. Okay, so this is how I grab DI. So DI section was, if I say, it wasn't difficult for me. I didn't find any difficulty in DI section.
You're right. No, generally, if you're very good with RC and quant, right? I mean, DI becomes easy, very easy.
DI basically is my CR. A lot of CR questions are there.
Right.
And DI, I made mistakes only in data sufficiency questions.
Okay, tricky. Right.
Yes, only I made mistakes only in data sufficiency questions.
Right.
I made mistake in last question was related to compound interest. Yes, I made that mistake. Actually, now I took all the DS question. These questions are C trap. This is C trap. This is C trap. This is straight. But actually, they were not C trap. I considered them as these are straight C traps. So that's why I made mistakes. The silly mistakes, I can say that. But the difficult part was quant. With quant, I worked a lot of work. No,
you all seem to sound like very, very easy. It has been a very normal, but I'm sure there has been a massive hard work. I'm sure you would have spent 4-5 hours. It's something that you revealed and then you deleted in our chat window is that you really took less than 2 months to, in the last 2 months is what you actually worked very, very hard towards.
Actually, last 1 month, last 24 days, I was only GMAT, my GMAT and GMAT, nothing. I took off from office.
Right, but exceptionally well. I mean, obviously can't take the entire credit of Sandeep, but overall you had multiple resources from Sandeep, from Top 1%, from the material, and your friends, of course, who boosted you in preparation. But really, really, you are one of the inspiration. I would say, like it's one of those moments that how this is something anybody would say. Ki,
one thing was haunting me. Even on the test, it was font.
Right.
इसमें स्कोर नहीं जाना चाहिए, बाकी तो I will handle.
But you have taken that. आपने एक वो हिम्मत जता के पहले ही क्वांट आपने कर लिया. So the
हाँ
idea
मैंने
was to get done with quant पहले से, मतलब बहुत मतलब let's say the challenging section आपको पहले करना था, यही था आपका
हाँ
strategy?
मैम क्वांट मेरे लिए बहुत ज्यादा वो था एक्चुअली। तो क्वांट मेरे लिए मैं बहुत एक्चुअली ना मेरे को ये था कि अगर मेरा क्वांट ठीक गया तो ये बाकी सेक्शन ठीक जाएंगे। अगर
ठीक
इसमें दिक्कत हुई, if I face problem, if I made mistakes in quant, then my other two section will do it.
है, right?
So, and ma'am, this is a natural order: quant, verbal, and DI.
You're
And I
right.
studied, and I used to study in this order. First I did quant,
आपने ब्रेक कौन से सेक्शन में लिया, quant, verbal और DI?
after verbal,
After verbal, तो मतलब
after
second last session में, ठीक
after verbal, I took a break. Yes, but DI के लिए I want to keep my mind fresh. So DI was, ma'am, I would say wasn't difficult for me. I didn't face even not difficulty, not in one single question. Never I faced difficulty in DI.
है,
I don't
right?
know. People say that DI is very difficult, but for me DI was not difficult.
No, it's generally, it would be very easy if you have studied very well. Or so did you do any of the mock test before joining?
Yeah, yes.
कितने mocks दिए?
Six.
All
Six
6 tests
yes.
from the official mock you're taken up.
This whole 6 official mocks I gave. I took why because I wanted to check my performance.
और how much was it coming? वहाँ पे कितना आ रहा था आपका score?
Ma'am, in first two mock, which was free mocks, I got I think 585 in first mock and 565 in second mock. I was shocked by 565 in second mock, but in third mock I got 675. Then my performance went up above.
Only
And in
increase.
the last mock, I think only last mock is I got 705.
Right, right.
So
Amazing.
I was pretty confident exam time इतना तो आ ही जाएगा यार, इतनी तो preparation कर ली है
Right.
कि 705 तो आ जाएगा. But when exam got over and I saw the score 705, oh, and I was very happy.
No, it's still unbelievable. Like I'm being a very let's say biased here in whatever terms. It's very unbelievable because you know you're really walking us through the entire preparation so lightly, but I can see it's not very easy to get the 750 just like that. ऐसा नहीं
I
कि
would
किसी ने
say
fluke
that
में बैठ
quant
लिए
is
और
the
कर लिया.
quant is the section. I would say this जिसने मेरी journey को hold कर रखा.
Right. Amazing.
Quant is
Really,
the
really
quant
amazing.
was the only section. Was the
और
only
आपको
section.
3 लोग सपोर्ट करने के लिए along with Sandeep sir's material. बहुत
हाँ
अच्छा.
हाँ yes. Jignesh helped me a lot. मैं उसका बहुत दिमाग खाता था.
हाँ. But he'll be so glad. In fact, उन्होंने बताया भी था last week का, और you know he said that the student got the score.
Yes.
Extremely proud. जब ऐसे आता है sir वैसे class ले रहे थे तभी तो, but then we were extremely celebrating in that terms, and I'm sure he's extremely happy. अभी
हाँ
he's going right now. अभी कल निकल रहे. So you have a conversation before he leaves.
हाँ obviously yes.
But
मैम
hopefully you'll join him soon, very soon. Really take
sure.
that chance. So when you look back, अभी बहुत ही लंबा वाला preparation हुआ 2022 and now it's 2024. And when you look
Yes.
back, अभी आपके पास score है. When you look back, what are the things that you would have said कि मैं थोड़ा different कर लेता तो बहुत ही पहले ही I would have closed this chapter of GMAT. So if you look back, what would you say that what should you have done and what should you have not done, like the do's and the don'ts?
So ma'am, I say I should have consistent. But consistency is must. And I tell you why. Suppose, ma'am, if you go through a section, suppose if you learn the concept, let's take an example of quant, right? If you learn the concept of quant, right, and you are not consistent, and you're left to study for last 2 3 days, 4 days. Okay, यार 3 4 5 दिन फिर कर लेंगे, क्या दिक्कत है? What happens in that? The thing which you learned 4 days back, you forgot after 4 days.
Yeah, GMAT
Right?
does that.
You
कोई
have to
और
come
adaptive
again.
test होता है तो
Then you have to come again. Then you have to study that material, that thing again, right?
right.
So it consumes your time, and you have to save time, right? And in order to save time, you have to be consistent.
Correct.
If you're not consistent, you can't clear this. मैम पूरी जिंदगी लग जाएगी और बंदा क्लियर नहीं कर सकता. मैं अपने
Because
एक्सपीरियंस से बता रहा हूँ. If you're not
बहुत
consistent,
कुछ आते जाते रहते हैं, work will be there, professional personal life है, कहाँ आप टाइम देते बैठोगे पूरे साल
नहीं
भर.
हो सकता. If you're not consistent, you can't clear GMAT. मतलब हो ही नहीं सकता, पॉसिबल ही नहीं है. अगर कोई बोल रहा है तो झूठ बोल रहा है फिर वो मैडम कि मैं कंसिस्टेंट नहीं था और मैंने कर लिया. नहीं हो सकता.
जी.
मैं
तो
गारंटी के साथ बोल सकता हूँ वो नहीं हो सकता. आई एम गारंटिंग दैट कि अगर कोई बंदा कंसिस्टेंट नहीं है वो क्लियर ही नहीं कर सकता.
right. और what do you say about the don'ts कि क्या
डोंट्स
नहीं
मैम,
करना चाहिए?
डोंट्स मैम, ये मैं ये कहना चाहूँ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, फर्स्ट थिंग that you shouldn't go beyond the material. First thing, if you have a material, just go through the material. Second thing, the sir, whatever Sandeep said advice is, you should follow that advice. It is must. हम बोलते हैं ठीक है यार बोल दिया उन्होंने, but ठीक है I will do my own way. No, if you do it your own way, you get nothing. On test day you will cry. Definitely you will cry because then you go through the material is one thing. But if you're not listening to the advice which Sandeep sir is giving, a lot of things which he tells, if you are not getting those things, it means that you are not preparing well yourself, right? Then you are cheating with yourself. Second. Third thing, ma'am, I would say that if you have aim for GMAT, if you have to clear the GMAT, then be clear. Don't like कि ये हाँ मेरा GMAT है और मुझे करना है, ठीक है, और फिर मैं 2 महीने पढ़ रहा हूँ, फिर मैं 1 महीना मैंने छोड़ दिया, फिर मैं 2 महीने पढ़, नो, ऐसे you have to be consistent. Second, your goal must be clear. You have to clear. You have to set a deadline. जैसे मैंने डेडलाइन सेट नहीं किया अपने लिए, और वो उसके उसके चक्कर में मैं बहुत मतलब मैंने सफर किया.
दो
मतलब you
साल
have to, हाँ या मैम, you have to set a deadline for yourself that yes, this is my preparation time. After preparation time, after this preparation, after prepare for GMAT, at least where do I stand? Right? The preparation which I have done for last 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, with the deadline we get set for ourselves, right? And after 4 to 5 months, what so in those months, what we studied, what we have grabbed, right? So first of all, you have to take a chance. You have to set a deadline, because अगर आप deadline set नहीं करोगे तो फिर नहीं हो पाएगा, जैसे फिर मेरे वाला हाल हो जाएगा. इस बार मैंने deadline set की थी, जुलाई से पहले I have to clear it anyhow I have to clear it, चाहे कुछ हो जाए, what come may, I have to clear GMAT. I मतलब I won't let August come. In July, either I have to appear for 31st July, but in July I would appear for GMAT and I would clear GMAT. The deadline, man, it was my mind. It was stamped in my mind. Yes, you have to clear GMAT by the July. It can't be August. It can't be September. It has to be July. And I was in GMAT. So in April, May, June, yes, 3 months. In last 1 month, I was a rigorous practice. Rigorous practice. I left everything, just GMAT. Just GMAT and me. GMAT and me.
But I'll tell you what, when I listened to the entire story, you had this massive trust that एक तो one, the material and the content and the people that you were around with, they are going to support. एक वो trust था, and you had a dedication and discipline also. एक वो भी था. Because without these things, somebody to simply pick up, and we're not just saying कि 2-3 महीने पहले pick up, you're talking about something that has happened way back in the past, to pick up and then again go with that force, that rigor that you said, and then finally give the GMAT. It only takes that amount of discipline, and you did trust the entire process. That really is an inspiration for anyone. I mean, be it any source of material or preparation, कोई भी prepare का आपने यहाँ पे संदीप से, but that I'll tell you, one is एक मटेरियल आपको हाथ में है, ठीक है, पढ़ाएंगे, बट एक वो ट्रस्ट एंड नहीं आप कर लोगे ना, वो बहुत सबसे बड़ा चीज है. एंड दैट्स व्हाट संदीप से, बाकी मैं सब कर लूंगा, आपको दूंगा, बट आप वो एक कंसिस्टेंसी, एक वो जुनून या मोटिवेशन लेके आओ, जिसमें मैं
वो बहुत
मैं जो
जरूरी है.
पढ़ाऊंगा वो एकदम मतलब फिट होके आपको 3 महीने में 4 महीने में हो जाए. एंड दैट इज व्हाट इज
You
इम्पोर्टेंट,
have to
दैट इज व्हाट यू
passionate.
ब्रिंग टू टेबल.
You have to passionate. You
Yeah,
have to
absolutely,
dedicated.
that
ये
is.
जरूरी है, madam. If you are
Because
not passionate, if you are
it
not
may be
dedicated.
very underlying, you may be very not saying it very loud, but clearly है आप में कि you wanted something for sure. Otherwise, why would you leave everything and then इसके पीछे भाग के, so many people
हाँ
were there to say no, आप कुछ और कर सको, without GMAT you can crack some other schools, हो सकता है. आपने वो किसी का ना सुन के, you got
हाँ, एक्चुअली लॉट ऑफ पीपल दे यूज्ड टू टेल मी, यार क्या जरूरी है GMAT, यार उसके बिना भी हो जाएगी एमबीए, बहुत अच्छी जिंदगी जी रहे लोग. मैं नहीं यार, इफ आई हम मेरे साथ एक चीज है, अगर मैं कोई चीज करता हूँ ना तो फिर मैं उसको कंप्लीट कर सकूँ, कितना टाइम लग जाए.
जी, वही
भाई
होता
मतलब इफ आई टुक अ टास्क, यस यस, देन आई कंप्लीट द टास्क.
है.
फिर
Again,
मेरे लिए मतलब मेरे को कोई चीज
very.
में पैंडिंग नहीं चाहिए होती है, मेरे को अपनी लाइफ में पैंडिंग चीज नहीं चाहिए होती है. मेरे को अगर कोई चीज मैंने स्टार्ट की तो फिर मैं उसको कंप्लीट करता हूँ. आई हैव टू कंप्लीट इट एनी हाउ, नाउ वट एवर कम
इस
मी,
चीज में
वट एवर टेक्स
यहाँ
प्लेस.
पे बस कंप्लीशन की बात नहीं है, एक मतलब वो स्कोर आप वो लेके आना है, वो दिमाग में था, एंड यू गॉट इट, इट वाज
एक्चुअली ना 99 परसेंटाइल ना मैम, आई प्रॉमिस, मैंने उससे
हंड्रेड
प्रॉमिस किया.
परसेंट आई प्रॉमिस.
एक्चुअली ना 100 परसेंटाइल नहीं, मेरा एक्चुअली जीमैट में स्कोर इससे भी अच्छा था ऑन दैट डे.
तीन
और
थ्री
जो
मिस्टेक्स हैपेंड इन क्वांटम.
हाँ, वो मिस्टेक मैंने की, ठीक है. उसके बाद फिर मैं फॉरगॉट यार, वो मैंने वो मिस्टेक्स की, और उसके बाद फिर मैं उसको रिव्यू करना भूल गया, ठीक है, क्योंकि मेरे पास टाइम बचा हुआ था. ऐसा नहीं था मेरे पास टाइम नहीं बचा हुआ था, टाइम मेरे पास बचा हुआ था. और उसके बाद मैंने डीआई में मिस्टेक की. डीआई में मेरे साथ आई थिंक 3 मिनट बचे हुए जब मेरा डीआई सेक्शन कंप्लीट हुआ, ठीक है. और मैंने ऑनलाइन टेस्ट किया था सेंटर पे. तो मैं सेंटर की सुबह 8 बजे की अपॉइंटमेंट मिल रही थी, तो मैं सुबह 8 बजे, मेरे पास नहीं था, मैं नहीं जा सकता. तो मैं शाम को टेस्ट दिया 8:30 बजे. और वो प्रॉक्टर ना, उसने एक्चुअली व्हाट हैपेंड, और द मोमेंट आई एंड द सेक्शन, ओके, मैं कंप्लीटेड रिव्यू. प्रॉक्टर, हाँ उस प्रॉक्टर में उस दिन, हाँ उस दिन मैं चीज बताता हूँ उस दिन क्या हुआ ना. व्हेन
ये
17th क्वेश्चन वाज गोइंग,
ये इस वाले टेस्ट, द रीसेंट टेस्ट.
yes, yes, the recent test,
ओके, ओके,
when I got
एडमिन.
7.5, okay, then what happened, When my 17th question was going on, my DI question, last, when my laptop was switched off.
The device
My
stop.
yes, well, what happened? My battery got drained, and I was यार ये क्या हुआ?
आपने ऑनलाइन टेस्ट दिया?
Yes, yes. Actually ना मैम उस सेंटर के लिए सुबह 8 बजे की अपॉइंटमेंट मिल रही थी, और 8 बजे मेरे पास नहीं है सुबह 8 बजे जाना, सीरियसली बताऊँ, फॉर टेस्ट के लिए तो आई कांट, क्योंकि वो पिछले जो टेस्ट मैंने सुबह 8 बजे दिए थे और आई वाज इन स्लीप मोड, तो मेरे से तो वो नहीं होता। तो मैं शाम को मैंने रात को 8:30 बजे की डेट वो डेट ली थी। मैं ठीक है यार, या तो यार नींद अच्छी आ जाएगी या तो देखा जाएगा।
Yeah.
जिस टाइम मैं फ्री होता हूँ और मैं फ्री माइंड में मैं टेस्ट देना चाहता था, मैं सुबह सुबह जाऊँ, मैं फ्री नहीं, मैं फ्री माइंड नहीं हूँ, फिर वो टेस्ट में आपस में टेस्ट। मेरे साथ पिछली बार वही हुआ था कि मैं वहाँ टेस्ट मेरा, मैं मतलब स्लिपरी और वो टेस्ट चल रहा है, तो मेरे साथ वो दिक्कत बहुत थी। इस बार मैंने आराम से 8:30 बजे की अपॉइंटमेंट ली शाम की, और देन अपीयर फॉर टेस्ट, और मेरे को बहुत लग रहा था कि आज तो टेस्ट हो जाएगा, बिकॉज समथिंग मैम वो अंदर से इंट्यूशन होती है ना कि हाँ यार आज दिन अच्छा रहा, आज जाएगा। तो मेरे लिए वो टैब वो दिन बहुत बढ़िया था, एंड अपीयर फॉर टेस्ट। हाँ उस दिन क्या ना मैम, लास्ट 17 क्वेश्चन वाज गोइंग ऑन, और मेरा जो लैपटॉप बंद हो गया। अब मैं माथा पकड़ के बैठ गया, मैं यार ये सारा टेस्ट इतना अच्छा हो गया, आज ही लैपटॉप बंद होना था। उसके बाद फिर मैं दोबारा से स्विच ऑन किया, बट बाय गॉड ग्रेस प्रॉक्टर ने कुछ कहा नहीं कि यो टेस्ट कोड पोस्ट में है सर, सम दिस। फिर मैंने उसको सिचुएशन एक्सप्लेन की, ये हो गया था, देन ओके, देन ही अंडरस्टूड। फिर देन ही आस्क्ड मी टू स्कैन द रूम अगेन। व्हेन आई वाज स्कैनिंग द रूम, आई प्रेस द पावर बटन अगेन, एंड लैपटॉप गॉट ऑफ अगेन।
Oh, okay.
मैं यार ये क्या हो रहा है आज मेरे साथ। दोबारा फिर मैंने ऑन किया, यार जो स्क्रीन ऑल्सो गो ब्लैक में, यस सर, तो मैं ऐसे हुआ, फिर मैं उसको एक्सप्लेन किया सारी चीजें, देन वी अंडरस्टैंड। तो टेस्ट दोबारा से स्टार्ट हुआ, 17 18 19 क्वेश्चन 20। जैसे टेस्ट कंप्लीट हुआ ना, 3 मिनट मेरे पास बचे हुए थे, मैं रिव्यू करूँ मैं क्वेश्चंस को। एक्चुअली मेरे दिमाग से स्किप हो गया, और मेरे दिमाग में 90th क्वेश्चन था ना, मैं माइंड में था, मेरे को 15 16 क्वेश्चन आई हैव टू रिव्यू। ठीक है, मैंने कंप्लीट दैट डीआई सेक्शन, मेरे माइंड से स्किप हो गया, कौन सा क्वेश्चन था, 15 था, 16 था, 14 था। मैं सारी बुक मार्क
तो
कर दूं लास्ट
नोट
में।
मार्क कर सकते थे ना, आपने बुक
नहीं,
मार्क?
एक्चुअली मेरे को था कि लास्ट में जब ऑप्शन आएगा ना, उस टाइम में सीधा रिव्यू करूँ
ठीक।
उसको।
अच्छा।
तो मेरे माइंड से स्किप हो गया, मैं कौन सा फोन था, 15 16 था। अब मैं यार मैं तीनों को कर दूं और तीनों ना हो पाए टाइम फ्रेम में, मेरे को आइडिया नहीं था कि मैं तीनों ही कर दूं, तीनों मेरे ठीक है, और मैं को बुक मार्क कर दूं, और मैं इनको फिर गलत कर दूं, कहीं दिक्कत ना हो जाए। फिर मैं एंड सेक्शन, मैं दो जो भी हुआ देखा जाएगा, तो लेट्स एंड द सेक्शन, देख क्या स्कोर आता है आज। एंड व्हेन आई एंड द सेक्शन गॉट 7 on 5, ओह आई वाज वेरी हैप्पी। मैं सब पूरा हो गया मेरा आज। आई डिडंट रिव्यू और नॉट रिव्यू, no no, I'm satisfied with the score.
Perfect.
So I asked the proctor, sir, can I take a picture? No, no, no.
No, you can't.
Polish
वो
doing that.
उसमें कहीं है नहीं, it only comes 2-3 दिन बाद आपको मिलेगा।
हाँ, तो मैंने फिफ्थ, तो उस दिन फ्राइडे था, देन सैटरडे, देन संडे। सो वीकेंड पे तो नहीं, मंडे को आई वाज वेटिंग फॉर माय स्कोर, देन आई गॉट एन ईमेल फ्रॉम GMAT that yes, your exam is going under scrutiny. So on Tuesday at I think at 12:30 p.m. in afternoon, I got an email from GMAT that you have your score is ready.
स्कोर,
So yeah, then मैंने स्कोर
ऑफिशियल
देखा,
स्कोर
I was
रिपोर्ट आ
very,
गया।
हाँ। तो उसके बाद मैं आया, आप ये जर्नी मेरी एंड हुई। फिर मैं जिसने हु हेल्प मी, सबको मैंने स्कोर भेजा, इवन जिग्नेश, एवरीबॉडी। मैम
मस्त।
मेरा थैंक यू एवरीबॉडी। सबको थैंक्स नोट भेजा
Absolutely.
मैंने।
Everyone would be very proud of this score. बहुत ही, it's
whoever supported me in this journey, everybody,
right.
even someone was asking
Absolutely.
पार्टी मांग रहे, पार्टी देते यार। हाँ देंगे देंगे, ठीक है।
Yeah, once your admit is through, I'm sure you would be really celebrating. It's quite a big,
अच्छा
big.
मैम एक्चुअली बताऊं, मैंने सबको स्कोर भेज दिया, सबको, एवरीबॉडी इज अवेयर ऑफ माय स्कोर एक्सेप्ट मुझे, मैंने उसको नहीं भेजा अभी तक।
So sad. I think you would like to send it with the admits.
नो एक्चुअली ना उसका मेरे पास मैसेज आया था, do you have your score, deadline is approaching, deadline is around the corner। मैंने रिप्लाई नहीं किया, मेरे पास स्कोर ही नहीं, तो मैं क्या बोलूं।
Right,
वो तनुषी विल येल एट मी कि तू कर क्या रहा है।
right, right.
तो अभी तक मैं डर के मारे मैंने भेजा ही नहीं, अभी तक मैं खाम का चिल्लाएगी पर।
But it's time now, I'm sure. It's been
हाँ
a
अब
week.
तो
Yeah,
मैं आज मैं सोच रहा हूँ उसके बाद भेजने की, यार एक ना दिन तो फेस करना ही है, लेट्स फेस इट टुडे।
right.
बाद में कहीं और से पता लगे तो फिर वो अच्छा नहीं लगता।
Absolutely. But great. Thank you so much for sharing this. एक तो, all of them in this journey have been proud. They've told you individually. I'm telling you on behalf of Top 1% also. We're very happy. अब आगे, we really hope that you get the best of the schools with the best of the scholarship. And I
थैंक
hope
यू
you
सो मच, थैंक यू
speak
सो
to,
मच, थैंक यू सो
we'll
मच।
connect separately again because we've been talking about it. We know your dream school as well. But we'll have to really work on the application. बहुत ज़्यादा काम करना पड़ेगा on your essays and SOPs.
I'm doing so.
Yeah, so I don't know if you got a chance to speak to Autry and Ranjika, but if not,
Yeah,
आप
I spoke to Jika today in the
Autry
afternoon।
सर, Autry से बात हुई आप?
नहीं नहीं।
आप जल्दी से बात कर लो उनसे इस हफ्ते में, And then
I think I tried to contact him.
yeah,
But
if you're contacting him in these few days, he was not well, but he will be available.
okay.
He's not well today, like in the last 3, 4 days. But before that, if you've contacted him, maybe I'll remind him again. But connect with him this week. He'll be available. Okay.
Thank you.
All
Thank
right.
you
Thank
so
you so
much.
much. Will stay in touch after.
Oh, sure.
All right. Thank
And I
you.
say, God bless
Bye.
you. Goodbye.
Good evening. Bye.